as you're watching this, it is currently Sunday, October the 8th. So, with that in mind, I'll give you my first impressions on the Switch sequel, Detective Pikachu Returns. And I'm not going to go into all of my news about this game, hey, but you have played it. When I mention something, you know what I'm talking about, so let's begin. And the game takes place 2 years after the events of the first title, so about half the time it took for the sequel to come out, just about. And as Tim Goodman and Detective Pikachu, who have are being commended by the Mayor Myers, a new set of mysteries arises to not only seek to find his missing father, Harry Goodman, but also to unravel greater series of mysteries which involve a series of Pokemon causing trouble and a mysterious gem known as the Aurora Drop, among others. So, yeah. Completed the first 2 chapters of the game. I'm going to be starting the third. I might have already done so by the time you see this. And yes, they do indeed lampshade how not only how they made the movie, but also how it differs from the game and how it changes. But I look at it as one of the adaptations where the changes make sense to totally focus on the basic plot and the neo-noir detective aspects as well. I mean, and the as the case might be, it makes me wonder how a potential sequel or even the proposed event series would handle his mother Irene and his sister Sophia. And my first choice to play, Irene is still Zazzy Beats, and I guess the top of my shortlist for Sophia, his sister, would be Kiki Palmer. I mean, I've been going with making a bit older match Justice's casting. And I personally think the visual presentation of the game is fine. I think people are being a bit too hard on it, but that's just coming from a guy like me who still plays retro games and deliberately bought titles because they had a more lo-fi style aesthetic. Like, as I mentioned, my videos on Bomber Cyberpunk and Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun. Said, the gameplay is what really matters here, and much like the first game, it focuses less on the active battles that you would see in the main series and more on humor and puzzle solving. There are some dark moments which I'm not gonna get too into much detail here, but it definitely has like the Pokemon version of something like Maniac Mansion, the Tentacle, and other titles also that time frame. Nothing sure at Moon Logic, of course, but uh, you definitely is one where you need to talk to everyone you can, and both Pokemon and human. And there's also new features such as the local concerns, or basically their version of like a side quest, which actually do help with the main quests, as learning how to play those, and also like the idea of mounting Pokemon in certain areas to complete certain tasks. Like if you need to track the scent of the culprit, you hop on Growlithe. If you need to get here inside a home that someone's going on, you use Luxray. And if you need to break a barrier here that's in your path, use Galarian Darmanitan. And that's also after having to do like a little Metal Gear stealth section. Like the early installments in 2D. He still working getting stuff from Master Collection. And the second site you're at, we had to find like a professor that's been trapped in there, even comes off kind of like something earlier installments of Tomb Raider. Hopefully the remaster should be fun, and hopefully even with Crystal Dynamics, when they will go, the next games will be more like those. Okay. And so far, hey, my thoughts on this game are quite positive, and even though I definitely have to play more to make absolutely sure, I would definitely give this game a 4.5 out of 5 so far. And I'd definitely say it was worth a day one pickup, even with the hours getting mixed up at my closest store again. And I mean, and and with that being the case, I will see you all again on Tuesday. So take care, everyone. Hmm.